7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Greetings, this is me, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. My live stream was, I was disturbed, distressed by this, whoever he is. Maybe he's I don't know, maybe ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, Ali Shah, a dog. Sorry, I have to say this, pain in the butt, buzdil ka bachcha. Iski maa ko lana chahiye kuch. So these kind of people, they're, you see, you don't know. For good conduct, इनको बच्चों की तरह भी treat नहीं करते. ये adult devils हैं. You should put them. इनको तो पता नहीं कुछ reform हमें hospital भेज रहे हैं कि जाओ hospital medicine खाओ. इनकी माँ को medicine खिलवाना चाहिए था बहुत पहले. Right? Alisha ex-Muslims and Christians like this one, maybe he's a Christian, I don't know who he is. तो यानी ये लोग बाहर ये they are making life, they're even worse than crazy. Get some hospital or something for these people, right? And even Christians, I mean, all of you crazy, wicked, you're beyond crazy. Okay, look at what, and another thing is this Islam, crazy, Shia, crazy, martyr, Hassan, this, that, what you'd, okay, for God you suffer, and that's how you find out what is eternal life, what is timelessness, what nonsense is this? This is really violent madness. It's worse than my madness. I at least, haven't affected so many people with my bad words. I hope not. These people should be put in some reformatory, even atheists like this Alisha ex-Muslim. Now I'm saying, sick and tired of these people. What nonsense is this? They should be put in, what is this naked, what is this showing? Okay. Jesus, like this. And they'll put me here in the hospital. The doctor was saying, who are you to decide? Baba, it's very painful for me. Now, they've stopped selling cigarettes in the grocery stores, I don't know. But here around my area. I will go insane here like this. Bad conduct, these big adults, they're crazy. They need to be put in, they're crazy, wicked, they're beyond crazy, sorry. Like crazy. कि ये क्रिश्चियनिटी में देखो ये ना इसका पाँव है ना इसका कुछ है. It's लल्लूपंजो thing going on here. Was it Indian भी पागल हैं क्या है Hindus? Right? ये क्या है? Look at this. Kunti suffered and not to kill animals. Arey choro, not to kill animals. Animals are killing each other. Lions eat deer. Not to kill animals. This is nature. But you don't see that these gurus are crazy, these Indian. I was just, in London there's a different set of Hindus, right? In Dubai, UAE, they're different and all this. I've had, sorry, maaf karna, oh, very, very, and they can be very, very revengeful and all this. The black magic is like terrifying, terrible. Make a person become an animal. So instead of putting us in hospitals, telling us to have medicine which doesn't even work on me, the doctor doesn't even know this black magic. I told her that the medicines don't work, but she made me, like, I was so pressed. Um, like she said, we'll stop. She scared me. And because I asked my brother, I said, look, I don't want to take financial help from my country, right? He said he doesn't have that much. We will need this much to send you every month. So I said, how much do we need to invest? Like I can save money or something. Oh, from this, my own country. I can't even get up. It's very difficult. So, and can't go to the hospital for emergency. And these people who come here with their, I'm trying to help. So I come here because I can't do anything else. I would love to do something else. Like go out on the field and help people. Like when hearing the news, at night in 3 o'clock in the morning, I wanted to get out. Just say that, get out. And here, okay, in Pakistan, when my mother heard the news of Bhutto Shaheed, I can't do it here, right? Get out and say, oh, please help me, man. Go crazy like this. I can't afford here. The police will come and put me in prison or something. They'll take me to the jail, up to the Thana, their police station. What is a woman doing outside so late and crying out, well, where are you going? These people who are making us go insane, destroying our health, I feel guilty taking healers' help. Like, why can't we save those people who today died of pager, or yesterday and day before yesterday on blasphemy in Pakistan, a Hindu, a Christian, somewhere else a Muslim being maybe, discriminated against, or what? Muslims dying. I mean, I couldn't see this Yemen. I have made a page for Yemen, for God's sakes, group. Freedom for Yemen and unfaith. You see, they're showing us all the time. We even playing games online. Yemen crisis, the children. I don't look at this. And it's going on. Peshawar. In Peshawar, then we had before this, we had the attack. So I was praying so much that Yemen gets freedom, a good president. I don't know what happened to me, and what I've done on his, when they had Twitter, I abused him. So, but this madness, I hope you can understand. I'm not harming anyone, and okay, abuse is not good, but the other thing is that if these people stop this, we would be at peace. We won't go crazy. So how to detect gaslighters and take action, like the parents, if they find out the kids are gaslighters, or the kids find out, please, your parents are gaslighters, take them. I don't believe in. So I'm trying to find out, but now take them to the hospital, take them to the mental hospital. And maybe these gurus need to go to the mental hospital or something. Yeah, mind power is there, and you may think that if you check their brains, maybe they have very high frequencies, but the devilish frequencies they have, that Kunti should suffer, it's good because then she gets a boon from Krishna. Love, on one hand you're saying love of Radharani, you're making a mockery of this, sorry to say this. I don't understand. I try to understand even. Okay, the thing is that this master, I don't want to take his name again and again, because he doesn't know, and of course, if he doesn't know, then it's his responsibility to know. And he's come here in my vision, so he has, he should have the power to stop this, Paramahamsa Vishwananda. So, okay, there are some signs recently I got, and I was trying to Imam Ali's, maybe I got some Shia there on Facebook, irritated, aggravated, wants to get angry at me, so he or she comes here. Okay, I don't know when they'll see this is madness, and I don't know how to show it. So once they were asking Jiddu Krishnamurti that, are you mad? And Jiddu Krishnamurti told them, I don't know where I read it in his book. Let's see if I can, are you insane? So he was like, he got into what is insanity with them. Where was it in one of the books? Sanity. Okay, let's read like just living sanely now. So that way, when you go into the insane world, you see, it's an insane world. He said it himself. If I say it here, you'll say, but if you come here and call me insane, you are psycho and you need to, that's not the way. Actually, I would have never gone insane had it not been for wicked people who are fragmented in the mind, even religious people. Living sanely, what does it mean to live sanely? See, when will these Christians realize, when will these Muslims realize, when will the Jews realize, when will all these Hindus realize? Oh, Elena Ali, what she's doing, she herself is gone crazy. That this is not a sane living that we just saw in my previous, another, before, not the live stream, but screencasting, previous live stream. So I was wondering what's happened to these, how can I show you that this is not right for humanity? The Hinduism, from the Hinduism side, from the Jewish side, because many of the prophets, even in the Quran, this was my previous religion. There are hypocrites in every religion I found, right? Hypocrites, I know. But only the Jews, my father was praising the Jews, saying that. Christians, I've seen hypocrisy in them. In fact, by another fellow Christian, I was told that these people who go to church every day are hypocrites. And all this they do there. I was like, why? So what is hypocrisy? How it comes into you? I got into that through the Quran ayahs also. Reading Jiddu Krishnamurti. So I don't mean to, it's not insulting. It's just saying what is sane living and what is insane living. Can we have that not in a fragmented mind? Even the religious people, I know Jiddu Krishnamurti says what is true, truly being a religious person. But I would have said that if you avoid talking about what's truly religious and maybe explain what is religion and what is truly, I don't know, but I haven't seen him explain that. So to say that we are true, what is living truly religious also that? These are insane people. You need to, please, mothers, family members, instead of them keeping them loose, free. You can have your freedom, but not at the cost of other people. You can have your sanity, but not by destroying other people's sanity. That's what these people are doing, these religious people. Whoever believes. So I was thinking that the Jewish prophets, because we were told Israel, Bani, Israel in Quran. So I'm not attacking the Jews prophets because, I'm coming from an ex-Muslim, sincerely an ex-Muslim. I had a great dentist, a Jewish dentist. His wife, I saw her telling my mother, can I be your friend? And really warm-hearted people. But unfortunately, I had to go into this now. I love the Jews. I had a Jewish neighborhood. I loved them. They never gave me. In fact, I was making noises in the garage and we were playing cricket, and the ball would hit the garage tin, uh, you know, gate of the garage, and it would make a sound. And then I'd play wall tennis on the other side. The Jewish neighborhood we had in London was amazing. Just amazing. Some of our neighbors I hadn't even seen. How many times we were going out of the house and coming into the house? Quiet, pin drop silence in that neighborhood. Jewish neighborhood, my father told me later when we had left. But I know that the Jewish lady I gave my cat to, she was taken care of. She was in Holiday Inn. She gave it to her friend because she said, my dog, puppy, her poodle, sorry, not puppy now, big dog, he's grown up. Poodle could not get along with your cat, so I gave it kitten. When I gave it to her, she was just a kitten. I was for good coming back to Karachi home from London. So I found her. She said, go there, Holiday Inn. And when I went there, she was sitting on Holiday Inn's reception desk. Big cat. She didn't even recognize me. I said, okay, this is my cat. And called the manager of this, managing director of this Holiday Inn is my friend. She had lost her husband, unfortunately jumped out of the window when we were there, committed suicide. So she was alone now with her poodle. How she took care of my kitten. And the fact is, my kitten was like, this gray cat with lines. I don't even remember what name I'd given her. No. What do you call them with lines? Gray, white. Yeah, like this. But this one has more. It was all over her body. And my God, such a healthy cat I saw grown up. So I love Jews. I have no reason to hate them or dislike them. In my Shia religion, even Bibi Fatima Zahra went to a Jewish wedding. That's from the miracle story of the Prophet's daughter, Fatima. And also she gave her chadar. So I was never told to hate Jews. From childhood, that's not in our Shia Islam, right? And then we got from the Sunnis that we are Jewish. Ibn Saba, we are. But because because all this in the Quran and in the Islamic sources, it was all covered by Bibi Fatima Zahra going to a Jewish, her father allowing her, excuse me, and all. Going to a Jewish wedding, giving her chadar, to a Jew. Is it giving each other? Okay, it's not here. A wedding. Yeah, this is the miracle story. It's just that she went to the Jewish man who invited her, Jewish man's daughter's wedding and all this, giving each other. What else is there? So this, that's why. So I feel, okay, I had just roughly, because I'm really tired, it hurts me, right, making notes. So rough notes. I said, a disorderly way talk about this. So I just put Kunti, and then I can go on. But at least I said here that Kunti Devi didn't do like Abraham did, giving her son as a sacrifice. She cut herself off. I just read a little bit, skimming through the about the Kunti on Google search websites like these. Quora, I don't know who has written this, sorry. It's from the Mahabharata, but explaining who has given this. Thank you on Quora. Thank you, Prabhu, books.com on Kunti. So, not only in the Islamic sources, but in the Hindus, we see that it's good to suffer. It's good to suffer, right? So, and then I was thinking the Jewish prophets, then how could they get this? Like, where in the mind? Does it come from the mind? So, not looking at the Jewish scriptures, just looking at my own Quran, former religion scripture, I find that something, first he does this logic, Abraham, that my God can't be my God. So from this, right, so he starts with logic, like, who can his God be? So stars are not my God. He says, they said, the sun is not my God, because it says the moon is not my God, because it sets also in the daytime, like, for example, loses its light. So just things like that logic, right? So I felt that maybe, the polytheists were from the heart, and this was more from the mind, what the mind has given, and how far the mind can go, we don't know. That's why perhaps Descartes even came up with this, that I think, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. So Descartes, would you say that? No, we can't say that, but there are people who are really treacherous, how they take this and how they will misuse my words. I don't know, very clever, crafty people. Descartes, I think, therefore I am, right? So, now, but what could happen to the mind that we feel? The prophets felt they were connected with God and they were getting rules and laws from God, and they could see, like Daniel, he wasn't a prophet, he may have been a lesser prophet. Who was a lesser prophet? Daniel wasn't a prophet at all, but the story of Daniel, in the book of Daniel in the Old Testament, and he sees God in the sky. So from all this I gathered something in the mind of these prophets was not healthy. And they thought they were connected with God when they were not connected with God. Even in the scriptures, we can see also then taking the Jewish, now in the recently seeing, right, about Adam and Eve. Certain illogical stuff that humanity is bearing the original sin only because Adam and Eve did this. Why make the humanity sinful? Other human beings. So according to Christianity, no one is even born innocent. All sinful. Everyone's born sinful, guilty until they come to Christ. Even the heathen courts don't do this for criminals. They say not guilty until proven guilty. Innocent until proven. A benefit of the doubt is given to the criminals, or someone's case comes up that he's a rapist or he's a criminal. Guilty until proven, not guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. So, observation that I think, therefore I am. Now, this observation from the mind, too much importance to the mind, where maybe the mind went into some, you would say spirituality, and so these religious people think that their prophets were true, and then came the Messiah, and then came another prophet, the end one, the seal of the prophets, but not the messenger seal. All this, so what I thought about right now is that something in the mind, okay, this is all that I'm sharing with you. These are not normal people. They're not even extraordinary people. They are, it's very, very dangerous people. I think, so first you see, that's why Jezebel, I think Jezebel went killing these prophets, but I don't, the reason, I don't know, why did Jezebel go killing, wanted to get the prophets killed. In the Old Testament, when Jezebel was killing the Lord's prophets, Obadiah took 100 of them. Kings, right? Is it because of the Exodus? And this happened at the time of which Elijah escapes. So I think, I don't know the timeline. Sorry, I keep forgetting of the Bible, Old Testament also. So God tells Moses to kill idol worshippers. I think this. So like I was saying, it's okay. If actually one thing about the Hindus is that they allow they allow worship of one god. You want to worship, you worship, but they won't say that you are nijas. I don't think. Maybe not such a hard word, maybe, so that you would hate those. You can Advaita Vedanta. So Exodus comes first, and I've seen some Christians saying that Jezebel was evil, but they won't say that this God was evil. Human beings killed just because they worship idols. Moses is God. He doesn't want his images. So here we see a very jealous, very I'm the best God. Don't make idols of me. Why worship me like this? Very angry, jealous, possessive God. Insecure. He scattered it in the water, made them drink it. Killing. So this comes before, I think, Jezebel. Before you say Jezebel is evil, although Jezebel became, I don't want to do this, but like Chitu Krishnamurti, these people are crazy. Even the idol worshippers who then start to kill these, of course, if you're going to, like my father said, that maybe one Shia might get up and start killing these extremists. We never know what can happen, right? Like right now, Israel, bombed or killed Hezbollah's leader Nasrallah, allegedly. So, we don't know. We don't know what's behind it, all this. And then people taking advantage of this and how they bring the news to us. Mainstream media also. I can't trust. So these people, I feel something in their mind, they do touch on logic, intellectualism, and then from my from my former religion, reason. Allah told reason. Yeah. Oh, I can't show you everything. Sorry, I want to show you everything. But let's look at the reasoning of Abraham, right? If you look at those ayahs, maybe then I'm forgetting something because my mind is very attacked, oppressed, bombarded, and I need to. You'll say, why is she always searching? Because I need to look at the material because my mind is very distracted. Right, I need to look at the material. Okay. And then Pharaoh also asked Moses, where shall I go? My God is like this. Anyways, wherever I should go, but you see, no, here. No, I want to go and see this, show you this. The stars are not my God. And you really don't have to be sacrificing a martyr like Hussein. Quran. These are crazy people. Surya Nama is. I thought I'll find it somewhere else. Surya Araf or something. Mention of Muhammad when Abraham said to his father Azar, do you take idols as deities? Indeed, I see you and your people to be in manifest error. In this way, we showed Abraham mighty dominion over the heavens and the earth so that he might be a firm believer. So with certitude, yaqeen, from yaqeen, yeah, firm believer. So God showed him, after he rejected the idols, God showed him the laws of the heavens and the earth, the power. So also did we show Abraham the power and the laws of heavens and the earth here, so that he may have certitude. But then again, God tests him with Ishmael or Isaac, depending on which. Even in Islam, if you take which source you take. So when the night covered him, he saw a star. He said, there's work going on outside, sorry. But when it said, he said, I like not that, he does not like that, those that set. Okay, but it's the stars and God has made the night and the day. So to even say that he doesn't like it, oh my God. They're so biased. I dislike this, I don't. I don't love Hippo, my Lord. But when it said, he said, not I love the ones that set. He doesn't love the ones that set. This is God's creation. See, this is where I have to. Okay, it's good I came to the scriptures, the Quran ayahs. When he saw the moon rising, he said, "This is my Lord." Unless my Lord, I don't know what work is going on outside. Oh my God. I will surely be among the people gone astray. Ooh. See, that's why I have to come earlier also for this. The work has started. I have to go. I can't continue like this. Oh, I'm distracted. I disown all that you worship besides God. At least the Hindus love the sun. Glory be to God. Behind the sun rising, he said, "This is not my Lord." Oh my goodness. So when when he beheld the sun rising, he said, "This is my Lord. This is the greatest of all." Then when it set down. So yeah, he's using, but with not pure reason, right? He's saying, "I don't like this." Like he's bringing us personal likes and dislikes. He's bringing that into this. Oh my God. So if you think I'm intelligent, don't think that. It's I have to acknowledge Jiddu Krishnamurti, who opened my mind and gave me less of a fear of my religion, because I wanted to search for the truth somehow, and thanks to who was responsible for my search for the truth. And this is not my humility, humbleness, because I can be really terrifying. Who am I? So I acknowledge those I am, because you see, the good people, those who have helped me, I'm you. I'm here because of you. I'm here because of Jiddu Krishnamurti. I'm here because, thank God, someone's help, right? So, and the bad people, they destroy I get affected, and I get very, and the good people, they bring out the best in me. They help me a lot, so I'm much grateful to you. Like the sister who came here and said, "You're doing a great job," and I said, like for you to see that it's really you. You and I are not different. We are one. Where there's oneness, so I'm grateful to you. You get it in this. So she should have seen our greatness. If you don't cooperate, then what happens? Nothing. I can't. And the worst comes out of me if bad people come here. So I have to thank you too for helping me be a good person. Indeed, I have turned my face toward He who created the heavens and the earth, inclining toward truth, created the heavens and the earth, and I am not of those who associate others with Allah. Oh, there's a mosquito or something here. I'm not of those also this and those. So I'm not of those who associate others with Allah. Okay, it's amazing how some of you and the Westerners and all, you don't get jealous of each other. It's amazing. I think I've kind of realized that there's some jealousy in someone here who comes here, like pig meat and this Christian against me. I'm not sure. I think so. I picked it up. his people disputed with him. He said, "You dispute with me about Allah when He had guided me. I fear not you associate." But then he tells them to follow. You see, he even tells his father to follow him because Allah guided him. In this. So would you say that Allah guided him? He should have said, just take a few moments out of this idol worshipping and say that, like this, follow me for a little while, and that God will then guide you to the right path, this one God. But he didn't say that to them. My Lord comprehendeth in his knowledge all things. Now God is all-knowing. Here also need to see, will you not be admonished? You see, God showed Abraham the power of the heavens and the earth. How many of you believers have seen the God showing you after, like you know, being born in this religion? Without this, using your mind, why should I fear those whom you have associated? When you do not fear associating others with Allah. That's a fallacy, right? Why should I fear those? You don't have to fear. Bringing the word fear out is not a right thing. So this all has gone wrong somewhere between polytheists and the idol worshippers. Then which of the two parties has better title to security? Tell us if you have any knowledge. Okay, so now what would the answer be of the polytheists also? This is a wrong way of asking. Like I just now cursed someone, right? Out of anger. But you know, these great people, they don't curse. Like Buddha. What would Buddha say in this? Where is the question of fear? Where's the question? Why should I fear those? Are we fearing? Are we saying, fear our gods? Maybe Abraham's father said, fear our gods, otherwise I'll stone you or something, which he said, I'll stone you like this. So this, in these two religions, if the fear has come, the polytheists are saying, if you don't believe in our gods, you will be ruined. Then the question of fear will be there. If there are some polytheists, they're saying, if you don't believe in our gods, I don't think they would say that because he said, you see, Abraham started saying to his father also. So his father said, I'll stone you to death. What is this against my gods? I'll stone you to death. But then he said, he gave him a chance. He said, leave me alone. You see, it's Abraham who started questioning this. And anyways, his father should not have said, Abraham's father, that I will stone you to death. So here could be a misrepresentation. We have to see the history of the polytheists of Arabia, or, oh no, sorry, no, Israel. Whether in the Bible, Abraham, he was called Abraham at first. So you have to take access to the Bible for this. Abraham, the Bible. Wikipedia, let's see. Did he have a father who was a polytheist, like the Quran says? Started in land, he said to have been called by God to leave the house of his father Terah and settle in the land of... Yeah, so let's see his father. The biblical figure of the book of Genesis. The son of Nahor and father of patriarch Abraham, descended of Shem's son, Arpachshad. Terah is mentioned in Genesis, book of Joshua. Who was Terah? Was he an idol worshipper? Talmud says that Abraham was 52 years old. According to rabbinic literature, Terah was a wicked, idolatrous priest. Yeah. Okay. Was a wicked, idolatrous or idolatrous priest. Midrash on Genesis, yes. Manufactured idols. Eliyahu, Rabbah 6. Abraham, in opposition to his father's idol shop, smashed his father's idols and chased customers away. Terah then brought his unruly son before Nimrod, who threw him into a fiery furnace. Okay, but I thought Dr. David Wood said between Nimrod and, Pharaoh, Moses. That. Yeah, that's right. This Nimrod was not with Pharaoh. He was with in the time of Abraham. Not at the time of Pharaoh, the Moses Pharaoh. The Zohar says that when God saved Abram from the furnace, Terah repented and said that God assured Abraham that his father Terah had a portion in the world to come. Oh, okay, he was, okay. So how does it make him wicked? Also that. Anyways, for now, he was a wicked idol worshipper. Right? And Abraham smashed. Okay, so this. Now, where do I go? What was my question? What did I ask myself? Associating others with the Linus divinity. So going back to so Abraham, okay, this polytheist priest was wicked. We find that out. But Abraham smashed the idols of the shop of his father. They were in the shop of his father. How should I fear? They who believe and do not mix their belief with injustice. God chose Abraham. Something about these prophets also. It's not right. It is those who have no. If you have fear, how should I have fear of? You associate with Allah when you have when you fear not, when you don't fear to give partners to Allah without any warrant, authority having been given to you. Which of us two parties has more right to security? If you are not of knowledge. They who believe and do not mix their belief with injustice, specifically the association of others in divinity with Allah. So do not call them gods, or no, do not even call on them, anyone, right, other than Allah here. So in this Quran ayat, do not associate anyone with Allah, not only in His divinity, but what else, like oh God, excuse me, those who believe and did not tarnish their faith with wrongdoing. But isn't Abraham then going to guide you? Yeah, Surah Maryam ayat. So shouldn't that become association with Allah, and we raise them to a high honor? Goodness, what's wrong with idol worshipping? I don't see any thing wrong with idol worshipping. I think it's the mind. It's the mind that is the culprit. And it can take you to heights that are... the only thing is I don't know how to say this. It can take you to dangerous heights like these prophets went to. And found God talking to them. And like, Daniel... God spoke to him. Bible. He said to me, Daniel, you are a man. Too many... No, I'm not going here. I'm going here. Okay, Bible Gateway, thank you. In Cyrus' third year as the king of Persia, a message was revealed to Daniel, who had been renamed Belteshazzar. The message was true. It was about a great war. Daniel understood. During those days, Daniel, mourned for 3 whole weeks. I didn't eat any good tasting food. No meat, no wine entered my mouth. Okay. On the 24th day, month, I got Tigris River. Looked up, I saw a man dressed in linen, and he had a belt made of gold from Uphaz, or Uphaz, around his waist. His body was like beryl. His face looked like lightning. His eyes were like flaming torches. His arms and legs looked like polished bronze. When he spoke, his voice sounded like the roar of a crowd. I, Daniel, was the only one who saw the vision. The men with me didn't see the vision, yet they started to tremble violently, and they quickly hid themselves. So I left alone to see this grand vision. I had no strength left in me. My face turned deathly pale, and I was helpless. I heard the man speak, and as I listened to his words, I fainted face down on the ground. Then a hand touched me and made my hands and knees shake. The man said to me, Daniel, you are highly respected. Pay attention to my words. Stand up because I've been sent to you. Oh God. And when he said this to me, I stood up trembling. He told me, don't be afraid, Daniel. God has heard everything that you said ever since the first day you decided to humble yourself in front of your God so that you should learn to understand things. I've come in response to your prayer. The commander of the Persian kingdom opposed me for 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief commanders, came to help me because I was left alone with the kings of Persia. It doesn't say that he saw God. I don't know who he saw. But the Bible doesn't say he saw God. He saw this man. I don't know. So I think really you should be strong. Everything is all right. Be strong. Be strong. Don't be afraid. Did I miss something? Let me check. Like Daniel saw God? Yes, here, New Living Translation. And the man said to me, Daniel, you are very precious to God. So listen carefully. Oh God. So who was this talking to Daniel? Don't know. Maybe later on he finds out that it was God. Oh God. So something about the mind here in these, sorry to say, in these prophets felt scary. And if the hearts, so Jiddu Krishnamurti just no heart, no mind, nothing. He just shows us that thoughts are coming from in time and their time. So I didn't want, I think the mind is the culprit. This is really scary. I think some things like the parents, if they're responsible, but I don't think the parents have been that responsible. You know how Lubna, Candy Lubna, she talks to her children. Very good, mashallah, God protect her. Mashallah meaning, touch wood. And this way, mothers talking, listening. So we don't have children grown up like this who come and who gaslighting. I think there's some upbringing, some negligence in the upbringing by the parents, that we have all these crazy people, wicked gaslighters or bad company. See, thank God that Lubna, a little kid, spoke to her, told her what was happening in school, and every night she asks her children, like, how was your school, what happened, talking, giving attention. A very great mother, really. This true mother. This true mother like this. Lubna's in school, like her son, so there's this video, and she's uploaded a video, like I would, like asking, what shall I do, help. So I think, what shall I do with my Pakistani tenants? They're giving her a lot of trouble. So, she's uploaded a video asking. So we use now, like we can use this social media. Many people wanted to, of course, she wouldn't take names of her tenants and all, because I'm not feeling well, and unfortunately I had to take names. So you see this, she can use this and not be harassed. I mean, she does get harassed. She gets harassed in real life. Should I kick out my Pakistani tenants who are a pain in the... She didn't have to come on social media, but this is social media, and this way is very good. We can use it for this, asking people, should I kick out? She's asking for our... I didn't comment there. I don't know what to say. I think definitely so, but I didn't comment there. Exposed Muslim man in UK encourages polygamous marriages. So this is really good, Lubna. This is how social media can help us. And people on social media, she's been what do you call it? She's working. She's been a landlord. She knows. Still, like, so humble of her. Should I kick out my Pakistani tenants? Or pain? And still, she's like giving them a chance, like asking for our opinion, the subscribers. This is really good. So humble, so. And this is what we use social media for. Human welfare. If something happens, I'm out and I'm deserted or my health, I can call someone mobile. This is good. This is what we want to use our mobiles now for. But people still giving us, there's not like it's not only on social media. Don't use social media. Yes, I'm exposing myself more. There's more exposure to strange jerks out there. Crazy jerks, gaslighters, covert nurses, liars, you name it. Really, really wicked people. Yes, but this was my, my story, my case, and how to help. Because if I now, when realizing that my religion is false, if I took so much, there are these Muslims who say Shias have a different Quran. So to remove all those misunderstandings, and you were never a Muslim. You see how much the social media has made it easy. That look, I'm going to your and screencasting and all. So when terrorism was started to become rampant, we were told, like, if you see any in London, UK, any bag unattended, immediately complain to the police. Like, what? So I'm saying, like, if the parents really, the upbringing, really give attention to their children, and forget it if the parents themselves are gaslighters and covert nonsense. Then what do we do? The elders being like that. So someone in the family member, and now the very few, what do you call it? Excuse me, my is charged. I just have to take the charger out. And groups of people, please reach out. Don't remain quiet. Like, if someone you see is harassing, you see the Christians, when a Christian comes here harassing me, they all remain quiet. That is so unfair. So, like, why would this person not consider my health, want me to read few hours? It will take me to, come on, this is the person in maybe from the hospital, like Muji Baba helped someone who was in the hospital, so that's why he was not uploading his videos on YouTube. But he said he found out that one of his videos was uploaded, and then someone in the hospital, it really helped someone in the hospital. So then he started to do this. It could help someone, you never know, in the hospital. I'm just not in the hospital, but like have some consideration for people who are not well. Traumatized person here. So really, really, I find Christians also, if this was a Christian, they won't help out. Or a Hindu, and the Hindu gurus also are there. Christian priests are in the church. But one-to-one, I really need. And so this, okay, I'm getting signs from this master, whatever. I don't know. I must be ungrounded mad person, really. Like you said, there are some people who are not in his bhakti marga. And even in his bhakti marga, they're sorry to say, it was very sad to find out like how they are having some misunderstandings, problems, and all that. So, anyways, those who are not in his bhakti marga are having problems, thinking they're connected with Paramahamsa Vishwananda, and they are ungrounded people. They're proud, or some ego has taken over them. Like you might think, ego has taken over me too, and yes, some of my behavior. But I don't want to be Radharani or anyone. I don't want to be responsible. I never want to be God, to be responsible. In fact, last night I was telling God, that's your fault. You created this. People are dying. Look at that. It's your fault, God. You are bad, cruel. You're the one. It's God's fault. I don't want to be Radharani complaining against God. And I don't want to be Radharani at all. I don't want to take all this responsibility. And then give reasons. So I could, I could be ungrounded. I don't want to be ungrounded or anything. But so I just let go of this. Okay, today I got carried away because I saw a sign. Oh no, and then God is. From Mr. God, this is Anna. I have the book. I can't show you the book now, but I've uploaded a bit. Like this silver thing, she says. It's a silver thing. Hassan Khan in the smoking room hostel. I had forgotten about this part of the book. Okay, so now God has come. God came in London. So it's a nice emotional carried away. Right? So this from Mr. God, this is Anna. Anna pointed to one of the circles. No, I like mathematics. I see it as the most beautiful, most exciting, most poetic, and the most. I'm reading from Mr. Godasana excerpt. Okay, I had for many years a little plaything, a toy, something like to consider, something which sparks of ideas in me. Then, okay, skipping, no. Together like two, oh, no, wait, I can't skip this. A little plaything, a toy, something I like to consider, and something with sparks of ideas in me. It is simply two circles of heavy copper wire linked together, like two links of a chain. I play with this so often that at times I am quite unaware that I have it in my hands. On one occasion I was holding it so that the circles stood at right angles to each other. So this is Finn saying. So Hazrat Khan had a ring in his small finger. He was playing with it. I've never noticed it. But I was sitting in the smoking room and he was in front of me. on the side playing with his, he had it in his little finger. It was one ring, with two rings like together, connected. Oh no. Okay, now I'm a little bit pulled. So Paramahamsa Vishwananda, he looks like Hasad Khan, right? Oh my goodness. And I had this book since 1988, I think. In Karachi, I read it. And this was much later in 1998, I think, in London. Playing with his twin rings connected. Silver, but they were silver. They were not copper. Anna pointed to one of the circles and said, I know what that is. I asked him, is it like his ex-girlfriend? What is ex-girlfriend? He said, no. So my mother told me that the principal and I are like twins, Jud and Jud. Became twins, before Matazara's father. The Iranian side of my mother. Anna pointed to one of the circles and said, I know what that is. That's me. And that's Mr. God. She said, pointing to the other. Mr. God goes right through my middle. And I go through Mr. God's middle. And that's how it was. Anna had grasped her proper place was in God's middle. And that God's proper place was in our middle. That might be a little difficult to come upon for the first time, and so I don't have the other page. But I can search for it. Okay, so God. And you know everything about, but he kind of showed his disciple, a lady, that look at that, the stars came up and, in the sky when he held her hand. Paramahamsa Vishwananda, there's this story, testimony about this lady, Bhakti Marga. Oh my God. So he can turn the stars around him. So I got connected with him, and he was telling me, although he didn't tell me about the knowledge he has of the sky, galaxies, but he told me that, remember that story you saw? I can turn things around. If you want, I can bring this. Who? No, if he wants, he can. So you can bring the moon down, and the sun is too hot. You can make it cooler. Oh God. So anyways, I just recently, so love and the heart and believing in. I don't believe in God. Love, heart. So I'm not sure, but this much came that his disciple Bhakti Marga testimonies, or what are they called? Was that lady who said, I can't find it. That he held my hand and, oh, here it is. Beyond this reality. Bhakti Marga, my soul, how my soul recognized the Master. Experiences with Paramahamsa Vishwanatha. But anyways, I have to give him this much credit that there is some power, like, oh, I mean, there's power. Him, of course, there's power in universe has power, but so okay. So my ungrounded self connected. So why did no? But I don't believe in this. That God will make people suffer. So that's why I brought Kunti suffering of Kunti Devi. You see, this I don't understand. And he has spoken about this. So love. Kunti suffered. And she suffered for long. So did Gandhari. So did Draupadi and Subhadra. All these women and men suffered. Why? Let me just pause for a little while. I have to see if my thing doesn't pop up. I have to go to India forums. Oh no, these are forums. Why did they suffer so much? No, I don't believe in this. So he's telling me the ego is a funny thing, and sometimes ego we rise above. There are people who are hungry for love, right? So they want someone to love them, be good to me, love me. But I don't understand. So right now I'm ungrounded, connected. No, I have to question, and I'm sorry, I can't believe in this sufferance. Testament of power of faith. Sorry, I can't believe in this. So I believe that love is such a power that can should. I believed that love and I didn't believe that love should make you suffer. Love never hurts you. Love never makes you. Love just lifts you up to perhaps unknown heights, and love takes you out of sufferance and sorrow. Oh, Kanti, why did she have to suffer? So it's a little bit emotional for me. There are people I've seen who are so, like my grandaunt, she never got married. She never complained. She never hurt people. I never saw her. She's such a simple lady. She didn't get the one she loved, so she didn't get married. She never complained. And she never showed off contribution. So why is, Where did this ego start from? I don't understand why Kanti had to suffer. Why did Kanti had to suffer? Sorry, I didn't realize again. I missed that last night was Saturday night. Oh my God! What's this? Oh, I have to sign up. Why did Kanti? Oh my goodness, die? And then my aunt had stomach cancer. She didn't want to go to the hospital. She told me, pray that I never get attached to anyone. Oh, sorry. Pray that I never get dependent on anyone. She loses most of her loved ones. Oh yeah, why do people get jealous and all this? Uh, we in childhood I was brought up like my mother's cousins. We never competed, and thank God I got a school like that, Karachi American School. We never competed, or kind of what did you get in your grade, exam test. What's your grade? Sorry, what did you get in your test and all that? We never competed or anything like that. We were just happy. Someone, my friend was better in art. I was such a messy thing in art class, and she was so tidy. My art was terrible artwork. So, and I was better in sports. So, I admired her art because we were together and on the same table. And she was like, I can't do this in sports. And I said, no, no, Sasha, you can do it. She's like, I'm always, I can't do this properly. I said, no, no, you can do it properly. And things like that. So, like I did it perhaps. And once she just told me this, and I said, no, no, you can do it better. You can do it. I mean, not better, but you can do it. And all this, you can do it. So there are people who are born, somehow the parents or some grace we have from God. Actually, those who, and I don't even believe in this. If you believe in love, right? That's what I believed in. And I don't believe anymore what Khalil Gibran said, that so as love may crown you, so shall it crucify you. I don't believe that. Love never crucifies you. It's that people don't, it's like people don't believe in, I don't want to say anymore like the religious people, that people don't believe enough in love. They think, so I don't want to say it like that people don't believe enough. No, no, no. It's not what you believe in, it's what the reality of love is. And the reality of love is that it will never crucify you. It doesn't make you suffer. It doesn't hurt you. It's not one-sided. There's no unrequited love. It's the way we perceive it to be is what we get, our projection of love. But true love would never make you suffer. Never. It doesn't test you. True love demands no sacrifice, even. True love doesn't demand. There is no like, it doesn't test you. There's no God, testing you. That do you love Him? Love is love. And you have it, and there's no testing. So there's a song. It's although against my religion, it was. Because Imam Hussain gave a sacrifice, true love demands. But I really enjoyed this. And I really thought about it. True love demands, on one hand. I had some doubts. True love demands no sacrifice. So this teacher saying that she hoped that I would understand why she separated from me, closed the doors for good, for my own good, right? So there I didn't understand this because true love demands no sacrifice. By White Snakes. Oh, I can't find who. Actually, I've forgotten White Snakes. Band. No, it's by someone else. True love demands no sacrifice. So I started to believe that true love demands, it doesn't want any sacrifices from you. It doesn't want you to suffer. It can be heavenly. It's always heaven. Love is, so I believe like a fool in love. I believed in this, that also this will, what's my favorite, with the W is love, again, heaven in hell's despair. Like, even when you know God, boom, boom, boom. The clod and pebble. Love seeketh not itself to please, nor for itself hath any care, but for another gives its ease, and builds a heaven in hell's despair. Poetry Foundation. So sung a little clod of clay, trodden with cattle's feet, but a pebble of the brook warbled out these meters meet. Love seeketh only self to please, to bind another to its delight, joys in another's loss of ease, and builds a hell in heaven's despite. So I believed in this, right? Love seeketh not itself to please, nor for itself hath any care, but for another gives its ease, and builds a heaven in hell's despair. So I wonder if all these were gods like Gandhi giving Krishna. Maybe you got it wrong. suffering. And if Krishna could find ease, we suffer, but you. So they had so much love for Krishna. But no, wait a minute. I'm getting carried away now. Uh, no. So anyways, with due regard to Paramahamsa Vishwananda, I'm just saying this. Sometimes I get very angry. I've even recently said, but the thing is that no. Okay, he says he saved my life. He was there. This connection. I'm not email or anything, so I don't know whether I'm grounded or and things like that. If I'm ungrounded. Okay, they may not. I don't believe in God, all-knowing God. Right. So this I don't believe. All-knowing God. So we want to suffer because of God, or testing our love for Him. God says once He lets us suffer, or Kanti wanted to suffer. Oh God, you test me. I will never hate you like Job. He will never curse God. I don't think there's no trust. Like I started to abuse God, and I started to abuse Paramahamsa Vishwananda. So I don't think I have that kind of true love for God. I think that He makes, I don't think I have that, because I really cannot take, I can't take people suffering. I don't see it as love or belief in God or you test. No. So this, for me, I'm like this. Maybe you can call me a hypocrite. Maybe I don't have that love for God. But what I believed in was that our love heart can never turn turtle. Like we believe in God, right? We never complain against God. Why can't you ever think that you should not complain? Because the love never gives you a reason to complain. Love builds heaven in hell's despair. And love, see love with love's eyes. You will see what you've never seen before. Love will fill you up for all the seasons that you live. Right? And never let you starve. Never let you starve. Sorry, I just don't, no philosophy, no God, no reason is going to be good enough for me, or that God says, I have a good reason to tell you that I make them suffer because they love me and I'm testing their love and showing to the world, look how they love me, my beloveds, they're suffering. So no reason good enough for me that humans are suffering like this, or in any way suffer. Once God doesn't test. God is not the testing type. So unconditional, like, this. So if we have this, right, the Son never asks. The Son never, what's that quote? Asks or tells the earth. It doesn't even, quote, not Quran. So, our love doesn't. No, sorry, I don't understand. Even if you give me a reason, like you'll say God gave you this reason. Even after all this, the Son never says to the earth, you owe me. Look what happens with a love like that. It lights the whole sky, Hafiz. Hafiz Shirazi. Right, so this is love. This is what love is. Like the sun never says to the earth, you owe me, so you better thank me. Or, I'm going to test you now. Oh my God, Hafiz. Even after all this time, the sun never says, oh my goodness, Hafiz is very... Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, you owe me. Look what happens with a love like that. Yeah, so you see, before even, I didn't even remember this properly. I didn't know. And now Hafiz is saying, look what happens with a love like that. That's love. True love will never test you. It lights the whole sky. Hafiz. Do you get it? So this is no good you tell me God did this, that. Sorry, I can't get it. I can't understand now. Maybe I have a blind spot on this. Even after all this time, the sun never says. Maybe I'm a fool that I believed in love so much. Love like this. And I believed that. Then I started to believe that no. These sacrifices and these testing, it's all, it's all mind-made. Rise above. Be like the sun. Hafiz has written this. I wonder what place Hafiz reached, really. Okay, thank you very much. I have to go now. I hope we find mothers, family members. Please, we need to find caretakers, healers, more soft, nice, good people. Help me. Also help others, in trouble. A child is never born a criminal. It's the environment sometimes. And so it's the society, right? So, before going on this also, God, he contemplated. Which chapter was it? Society is culpable. Teach the ignorant as much as you can. Society is culpable. It's not providing a free education for all, and it must answer for the night which it produces. If a soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. The guilty one is not he who commits the sin, but he who causes the darkness. So this, actually it wasn't this one, but he goes into a contemplation about society. What is love? I've met in the streets a very poor young man who was in love. His hat was old, his coat worn, the water passed through his shoes, and the stars through his soul. Victor Hugo Le Mesrade. To love another person is to see the face of God. Victor Hugo Le Mesrade. The power of a glance, abused in love stories. Few people, Oh, I get tempted to read all stories. It comes disbelieved in. Few people dare now to say that two beings have fallen in love because they have looked at each other. Yet it is in this way that love begins, and in this way only. It is nothing to die, it is frightful not to live. Not being heard is no reason for silence. To love or have loved, that is enough. Asking nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. Those who do not weep do not see. If I speak, I am condemned. If I stay silent, I am damned. You who suffer because you love still more. To die of love is to live by it. But love will never make you suffer. Teach the ignorant as much as you can. Society is culpable in not providing a free education for all, and it must answer for the night which it produces. If the soul is left in darkness, sins will be committed. The guilty one is not he who commits the sin, but he who causes the darkness. In the Quran, what does God say? Who made the darkness? He made the darkness. Why should we suffer? So once upon a time, I believed in this conscience, right and wrong. I think we need sometimes to go beyond. Love is the foolishness of men and the wisdom of God. Okay, I have to. I've forgotten. Society is contemplation. So this is what it is, you see, in short. I don't have to read the long one, maybe later on. So much so I wanted to continue from my previous life stream. What was it last time? But I left. Okay. Why would God want us to suffer? Yeah, you can give reasons and God can give reasons. And there are... so someone said asked Jesus, right? I think the question I've put is that it's wrong. No God would want you to suffer. So who can answer this question? The God who wants you to suffer is not God. So why should you even ask any Jesus, anyone, Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, or God even? You see, no reason will be good enough for me here. Give me a reason. Tell me. So this is a... What? Oh my God. Why would God want us to suffer? Who can answer this question? If you say why not, okay, you can say why not, right? And that will be, yeah, that will be like my Kuwaiti brother, very intelligent. But, and I'm stupid here saying, why would God want us to suffer? Right? So, why would God want us to suffer? You want to, no, because of, no. Why would God want us to suffer? Why? How should I put it? You can come here and say, I'm really stupid. Look how stupid I am. There's no why in God. If there is a God, there's no why, right? There's no why God exists, how God exists. He just exists. There's the isness. So he exists without any reason, right? Without the mind, he exists. Forget philosophies, religions, and all this. Reason, we're going beyond the mind. And so he exists without the why. If you say, why does God exist? You can't find, is there a reason why God exists? Can you give me a reason why? Will your mind give you the reason why God exists? Or can you demonstrate to me that God exists and how? Then you'll have to demonstrate to me how God exists. Then you'll have to demonstrate to me what is God. We haven't found fundamental questions, proof for that existence of God. The signs are not enough to lead us to God. How can something which is, Imam Hussain says, something which is dependent on him to exist, be proof of his existence? So if we go beyond the mind, where there's no why, then sufferance can end. And forget this God then. Drop the God, drop why, then what is here? Please, maybe the intelligent people have not been ready for this. I don't know. They're not, maybe I give a very short notice and come here, but I've said something on Facebook. Hello, intelligent people, meaning wise. Wise people, meaning have you gone beyond your mind? Can we go beyond the mind? Why would God want us to suffer? If God gives the reason why, can we even take it? Because he's not in the why. then we need to ask, why does God exist? Right? Can we go like this? Like, if God is giving us reasons why we need to suffer, but He's not telling us why He exists. Maybe, I don't know, if we can come this way. It's been a long time. I have I go very weird, like I have these crazy contemplations. It's been a long time I've done those crazy contemplations. If God gives us a reason why, right, we should suffer. Why? Then this God needs to tell us. Then this God ought to tell us why He exists. First, He needs to tell us why He exists. Why does He exist? Then He can tell us why we need to suffer, or why we ought to suffer. This why, the question, which He has left unanswered for Himself. Why does He exist? How does He exist? In what manner does He exist? Why does He exist? Tell me. Not you. God needs to tell us why. About His why. Why He exists. Is that okay? I could be wrong. If God gives us a reason why we should suffer, then this God ought to tell us why He exists, right? Or am I jumping? Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's just dumb question, dumb thing. Oh, sorry, it's a dumb answer. We'll see later on. Why would God want us to suffer? First of all, who is God? Do we know who God really is? Or, no, let's ask this way. So, God, why do you exist? If you want human beings to suffer, testing them, this, that, you better give them a good answer. And with proof, tell us your existence and why you exist. And why do you exist beyond your creation? That you would want your creation to suffer. Okay? I just dropped. It's okay, it's on. No damage done. Good reason to suffer, people suffering. And so all these religious people, their minds have gone insane or something, wickedly, telling us that we should suffer for God, that poor Kunti suffered, and God knows Hussein has to suffer to prove something, Kunti has to suffer to prove something. Now you tell us, why do you exist? You give us a good reason. Should I ask this way or maybe? Anyways, I'll come the next time to ask again. see what, work this out. Thank you. But please take action, immediate action, so that you don't give us those who destroy unhealthy people, right? Wicked, mentally torturing people, wicked people, cruel people, unkind people. Be responsible mothers, parents, and if you are gaslighters, then what do we do? And if you are irresponsible, then what do? We just, then if someone finds out someone else, then we need to do something about you. Right? I'm trying my best here. I don't know, other people are trying their best. But I think you need to really leave these unhealthy things like religions and come to your senses about us human beings suffering. Giving us lectures, telling us to read Bible books and this and that. And seeing Jesus Christ or someone. Even Prophet Muhammad, what's the big deal? Maybe something in your mind, it worked. You resonated with Jesus Christ and you saw him, saved you. There's a Christian lady, my teacher, she had cancer, she died. Yeah. So all this, right? There were neighbors, her neighbor died of cancer, Christian Catholic. Somewhere someone gets a miracle, someone doesn't get a miracle. So when you come here showing off that Jesus Christ you saw and helped you, or Shri Krishna, or this one, but don't forget that there are people suffering, and of course you're going to have a good reason. You think God has given you that people are suffering because the Muslims are not behaving themselves or something, or I'm like this because I'm a Muslim, I'm not baptized, I don't have the Holy Spirit on me. God knows what this whole thing goes on. So please leave your sanity, wicked insanity outside, leave your beliefs outside of this. Why would God want us to suffer? Does God even exist to want us to suffer? Is it all man-made God that wants us to suffer? And this is a wicked God who wants us to suffer. That's what it is. Just logically, very simple logic, pure logic. There's no proof of God, all-knowing God. Just saying that there's an all-knowing God. What is the thing of this? Then you see Abraham by piecemeal wants to ask God, oh God, today I want to know how you give life. Oh, I want to know how you give life to the dead. So he's told to take birds and get them attached. All this. Methods, birds. Kill them, cut them into pieces, or just take them to mountains and different mountains. First get them attached to yourself. Attached. So God says first get them attached to yourself. Self is the thing. So maybe we are from the souls of God. So we were attached to God in soul with Him. One. Oh, then He made us into different. He brought us like, different souls. Oh, He separated. What the? God has done a great injustice, you see. He separated us. Can you believe it? And He's telling you, He's one God, one God. Don't separate him, don't divide him, don't do this. But he separated one soul, single soul. What an injustice this Islamic God has done even. You see this? Very, very bad. All this nonsense. Cruelty end now.